We're just talking about the traffic. It's like if you came from downtown or something.
Oh, from downtown, I would imagine, yeah.
And I can't tell the difference.
Usually when I would come,
Oh, yeah.
Georgetown Road would be backed up, but it wasn't. You have to come later today than I know. The Georgetown Road is usually backed up both ways.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad I followed somebody there.
And I'm
Jumping
further
right on
down.
526.
I'm further down.
Right.
I don't think
So, I mean,
yeah.
I guess if we're assuming that this might be here, it makes sense that, kind of get one under belt, do that before one that might be harder.
No, it's just the commission.
That's assuming, but I don't know. I just
Out of,
he's already won one, right?
how many are
He's
there?
gonna come out, he's gonna be.
I got all that stuff.
Well, I see 6 nameplates. I see. Five is enough. Five is enough.
I think so.
I
think it's possible.
Yeah, 5.
I think
Yes.
it's actually, yes.
So 5 out of
I think it is. So, yes. I don't think it's supposed to be.
Let's go with it. So, that's fine. We have 5.
Alright, very good. On this end.
You have a list.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, they spoke back this time. Alright. How about that? That does not happen very often. We're happy for you guys to be here tonight. I am your chair, Samuel Bellamy. It's our vice chair, Mr. Monteith. We will get started. There were some sign-up sheets in the back, out in the front here. We have 2 public hearing items tonight. If you're the applicant, you didn't have to sign up, but if you were interested in speaking on any one of the items, you still have an opportunity to sign up. Even when we get to the item, if you wish to,
Yes, please.
which item are you?
Gethsemane Cathedral of Praise on Durant.
Let's see which one that is. Okay. Sign up here. You can just put your name and your address up there. Alright. So yeah, you have the ability to sign up on any one of the agenda items. We do ask that you keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. If multiple people decide to speak on one item and you guys are talking about the same thing, it's perfectly fine for you to just say you agree with the previous speaker and then we can continue on. Sound good?
Yes.
Alright, thank you. We will get started with the minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the last agenda? We have a motion and a second. We'll do a voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Ayes have it, and the minutes are accepted as written. First item that we have on the agenda tonight is a public hearing for 4937 Durant Avenue and, sorry.
As far as the UDO update goes, the staff continues to coordinate with our consultant. We are moving forward with our second advisory group meeting on Wednesday of this week at 5 o'clock. There will also be a presentation on Thursday at the committee meetings. Those committee meetings should start at about 5:30 in this room. If anybody's interested in hearing from our consultant, to hear about, the progress that we're making in the UDO and the zoning rewrite. And public is welcome to come out and listen into that presentation. It will also be streamed live on YouTube, so you can catch that from the comfort of your own home if you'd like. Also, onenorthcharleston.com is the city's website for the UDO, for the zoning rewrite. You can sign up for the newsletter. You can also sign up if you are a representative of a neighborhood group and you'd like city staff to come out and give a presentation to your neighborhood. We have that function available, and we've had a couple of neighborhoods pick that option up, and we will be out in the neighborhoods doing our presentation so that people can hear from us directly in their neighborhoods. Additionally, it's a great resource. All of the news, there are links to everything that we're doing, as well as any of the news reports and stories and other things that we're producing to help explain the project, why we're doing it, and what our progress is on that project. So please, go to the website, sign up, get newsletters, and be informed. That's the update.
Thank you. Do we have any questions on the updates, commissioners? Audience members, any questions on the update? Okay, thank you. First item on the agenda, public hearing for 4937 Durant Avenue.
First item is a proposed rezoning of the property addressed as 4937 Durant Avenue, Charleston County TMS number 47115000076 from R1 Single Family Residential to B1 Limited Business, Council District 10. Property can be seen here on the map, highlighted here at the corner of Durant and Errant Street. Property is currently developed as a church. As we can see from the zoning map, the property is zoned R1 single family residential, and all of the surrounding properties are currently zoned the same. The subject property is designated as traditional neighborhood development, which is applied to areas of the city to provide for higher density neighborhoods with smaller lots and a mix of housing types. Principal use of land in this designation is mixed residential, typical of urban neighborhoods, including single-family residential development on smaller lots, duplexes, and townhomes. Where opportunities for infill exist, communities should strive to include walkable neighborhood units in addition to appropriately scaled commercial uses. Therefore, limited business zoning at this site would be consistent with both the established neighborhood character and the intent of the land use designation. This is the subject property. You can see here the front of the church, which faces Durant, side along Errant. Across the street is down to the next slides. The surrounding area is developed with single family residential type housing, as well as an elementary school to the west across the corner on Errant Ave. And this portion of Durant Avenue is primarily zoned R1 single family residential, consistent with the established residential character of the neighborhood. The traditional neighborhood designation supports walkable neighborhood units in addition to appropriately scaled commercial uses. Given the subject property's corner location, the adjacent institutional development, and support from the comprehensive plan, staff recommends approval of the request to rezone from R1 single family residential to B1 limited business.
Do commissioners have any questions for staff? Alright. Is the applicant here?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Gwen Gathers, and we requested that rezoning because of the setbacks, the single-family home setbacks was 25 feet. And we wanted it to be rezoned so that we can add on a fellowship hall to our church. I have nothing else to add other than what was in the letter that I sent with the application. Don't know if any of you had the opportunity to read it, but if you permit me, I would read that. Can I read that letter to you? About 3 paragraphs. Okay, all right. Says we provide food distribution twice a month. We also offer the services in case of emergencies. The distribution is held the first Tuesday of the month and sometimes the second Tuesday, but always on the 4th Saturday of each month. Currently, we're using the sanctuary for our clients to enter. The children's Sunday school classroom has been turned into a main selection area for the participants to select food items. The dining room is where they continue their selections. Due to the limited space that we have, it's not large enough to accommodate all of the food that we distribute twice a month. The plan and vision of our church is to increase our space, our buildings sizes for a new fellowship hall, which would also allow us to expand our food distribution with enough added space to house and a full fellowship area as well. The challenges we are facing with the 25-foot setback, it's not enough space for us to expand. We would love to have a space where we can do more outreach events in such areas as health and wellness, seminars, free health screening, community dinners, youth activities, and host back to school drives. And we have also partnered with North Charleston Elementary School, and we are doing things with them as well. We just need that space to expand our fellowship hall so that we can do more than what we are doing.
Do the commissioners have any questions for the applicant? Alright. This is a public hearing. We only have one person signed up to speak on this item. Mr. Rob.
Hey, how are you? Nice to be here. My name is Rob Hannawell. I live across the street on Durant Avenue. So we were going down a different path as far as trying to accomplish the setbacks for the fellowship hall and the food bank. And at one point, we were looking at just doing a variance. And so we spoke with all the neighbors on Marquis, on Arant, on Durant, and we got a petition in universal unanimous support. So we have 21 signatures of all the 3 streets of the surrounding areas that are in support of the proposed fellowship hall. I'll just personally testify, it's a phenomenal program. They feed a lot of people depend on it. There's a school across the street where kids are maybe looking at a program where they can come home for some come over to the fellowship hall for like after school until their parents can pick up. So it's something that the community is really in support of and could really use. Thank you. You wanna see the petitions? I made 2 copies. There's one here. We have a concept of the fellowship hall as well, but I don't think that's all.
Again, this is a public hearing. Do we have anyone else that wishes to speak on 4937 Durant? Seeing no movements, we will entertain a motion from commissioners.
For approval.
Second. Motion in a second. Same. Second by Charles. Motion motion and a second, and are we ready to vote?
Make sure I got that correct. There's a motion to approve the proposed rezoning of the property addressed to 4937 Durant Avenue from R1 Single Family Residential to B1 Limited Business in Council District 10. Is that correct? Yes. Excellent. We will start with Mr. Crawford's not here. All right, we'll go with Mr. Mock.
Hey, yes.
Mr. Monteith.
Aye.
Ms. Reed.
Aye.
Mr. Sharp.
Aye.
And Mr. Bellamy.
Aye.
Alright, that is a unanimous vote to approve, and this item will be forwarded to the mayor and council with the next opportunity for public input at the Public Safety Committee of City Council on August 20th.
Next item we have on the agenda is 1984 Forest Avenue.
Item B is a proposed rezoning of the property addressed as 1984 Forest Avenue, Charleston County TMS number 466-1200211 from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Multifamily Residential in Council District 10. We can see the subject property here with the blue outline. Is currently a cleared and vacant lot. Current zoning of the property is R1 Single Family Residential. It is surrounded by R1 to the north, south, and east. R2 zoning exists to the west on Forest Avenue as well. The subject property is designated as traditional neighborhood development within the mixed-use corridor of Sproul Avenue, as well as within a mixed-use node for Rivers. The traditional neighborhood development designation is applied to areas of the city to provide for higher density neighborhoods with smaller lots and a mix of housing types. More intensive multifamily uses are appropriate when in proximity to mixed-use corridors. Mixed-use corridor designation is intended to provide for commercial, retail, office, and higher density housing adjacent to principal transportation corridors. The subject property is also within a mixed-use node, and the comprehensive plan defines mixed-use nodes as primary target areas for future mixed-use development. Transit-oriented development is encouraged in these locations to create compact, walkable, mixed-use district centers within a short walk from transit stations. The subject property, as stated earlier, is currently a vacant and cleared lot. See here, photos. Adjacent properties, the area surrounding the subject property is developed with a mix of single-family and multifamily uses. The property to the west is zoned R2 and functions as a duplex, and to the west on the corner of Forest Avenue and Cosmopolitan Street is a small apartment complex. Given the nearby residential uses, an expansion of multifamily uses would not be out of character with the subject property surroundings. Given the subject property's location in proximity to principal transportation corridors, the neighborhood's mixed residential development, and the support from the comprehensive plan, staff is recommending approval of the proposed rezoning of the property from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Multifamily Residential.
Thank you, sir. Do the commissioners have any questions for staff? The applicant here? Say anything? Okay. This is a public hearing. We don't have anyone signed up to speak on this this address, but if you wish to, now would be the time to do so. Seeing no movement, all right. We will entertain a motion, commissioners.
I move that we recommend approval of this request to city council.
We have a motion, we have a second. A second. Any discussion?
Motion on the floor is a motion to recommend approval of the proposed rezoning of the property addressed as 1984 Forest Avenue from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Multifamily Residential. And we will start with Mr. Mock. Mr. Monteith.
Aye.
Ms. Reed.
Aye.
Mr. Sharp.
Aye.
Mr. Bellamy.
Aye.
That motion passes unanimously, and this item will also be forwarded to the mayor and council with the next opportunity for public input at the Public Safety Committee of the City Council on August 20th.
Next item on our agenda is also a public hearing, zoning text amendment bill. And
Excellent. This is an ordinance amending section 5.5B of the City of North Charleston Code of Ordinances, Appendix A, zoning regulations within regard to conditional uses. The proposed amendment will amend section 5.5B, which is part of the M1 Light Industrial District. The proposed amendment would amend the conditional uses for specific uses to be permitted within the M1 zoning district. The uses listed must meet the conditions provided to be an approved use within that zoning district. Currently, section 5.5B8 requires the exact same conditions for dance halls, banquet or rental halls, and venues, taverns, clubs, bars, pubs, brew pubs, and music venues as those required in section 5.4, which is the B2 general business zoning. By adding section 5.5B9, different separation requirements will be provided for the above noted uses. Staff does recommend approval.
do the commissioners have any questions for staff, who is also the applicant? None? Alright. And since staff is the applicant, we don't have anything there, so we will entertain a motion.
Move for approval.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Split it.
We have Mr. Mott with the motion
Who would like the
and
second? Ms. Reed?
I think Matthew was first with the second. Any discussion?
Any public input for this one? Is there any public input for this?
There,
No. Public
Was a
hearing will
notice,
occur
yeah.
at the second reading.
Gotcha.
public hearing here.
This is a recommendation to council from the planning commissioners.
Can you say that a little bit louder?
Yes, ma'am. So the public hearing will occur at the second reading meeting of council. And so this is just a recommendation from the planning commissioners to be forwarded to council.
Okay, so when it says here, public hearing,
Right,
that
is
we,
correct.
okay, alright, I wondered about that, thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Any other discussion? Alright, we will entertain a motion.
We had the motion.
Already have the motion? Oh, was that, oh, that's me, I
Yes.
was confused.
Mr. Mott.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Sharp.
Was there
Or
any other
Ms. Reed.
discussion? I'm sorry.
I wrote down Ms. Reed as a second.
That works. That's fine. She really wanted it. I think we're ready for a vote then.
Alright, so the motion on the floor is a motion to recommend approval of an ordinance amending section 55B of the City of North Charleston Code of Ordinances, Appendix A, zoning regulations with regard to conditional uses. Mr. Mock? Aye. Mr. Monteith?
Aye.
Ms. Reed?
Aye.
Mr. Shar? And Mr. Bellamy?
Aye.
That also is unanimous.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our evening. Do the commissioners have any questions, comments, discussion?
You did a great job.
Happy birthday to Mr. Mott.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Please see the summary of actions taken by city council in the meeting for the meetings. Commissioners don't have any comments, questions, discussions, or concerns. We are adjourned.